Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Oh, so...
It won't be easy, as the conflict... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. Regardless, you'll meet it. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Hopes you have patience. The Sifu can't stop himself from talking, son.
Fanen aginkan man. Karadna falo hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland. He's convinced. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original. Your Muma invented WUNG-FU. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was... The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, WUNG-FU and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They pass, seeing you bring... Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. You have things to do, places to go to. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Becoming terminal. wackadoo. Better than nothing. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wung-Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get... He thinks you should really know how to... Why? He says that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown. But you need practice. Lots of practice. You need to... You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how... You can... Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Kalino?
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Beri, mustiki muhka?
She's not unhappy with your progress, but you still have a lot to prove.
Beri?
You should know, practice makes perfect.
Domale tuku.
As long as it doesn't kill...
Ignavaldod.
She'll see you at the village square.
Amu, aplitonumuta.
She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. You... He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work wonders with almost anything. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Sana jote.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Amun.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment.
Minä lagi mamuru.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before.
Brumblele marsamon. Den nampusa. Kanjala no toro.
You've always followed your own path, but this time,
Andro?
she... They look determined. Better watch out.
Alu AR.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Uganawa. Talo sagatele.
He says that it's not too...
Talo sagatele. Epasi.
He wants to know who you think you are.
Epasi. Lenefu.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Gendrana mala.
It's time to focus on your training now.
Urasa turut.
Is someone close to heart, doing what he does best? Puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how... He's curious to see what you found. He's... Think... The style might be too edgy for his taste. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Amun. Andro?
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Andro? Kanamunt.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. Wants you to prove that with some practice first.
Ferena masalapu.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Kanamunta.
That's all she's ever asked of you.
Pen nampusa. Ferena masalapu.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Anarolute. Sana yote.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Domale tuku.
Says he's always thought so well of you. Just like... Catchy.
Masama.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Ruemuktono.
Figuring that out is half the...
Kalina. Bolakamu. Aplitonumuta.
It's called an aut...
Andro.
Your
Taifanamenuma.
Muma says you look tired. No one
Beri.
says a... Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing can stop LUPA-LUPIN from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Pialtuma.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight LUPA-LUPIN. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Kanamunta. Asilnatu.
There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight.
Gendrana mala. Vaseno kanyala matoro.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do...
Ala urasa dut.
She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Hey, nice shot. Better days. Slash and dash. You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the far Fnacky leaves and let it go. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Look, an emergency box from... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. That might come in handy. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? In flames. Wiped out. You always find good use for things like that. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those. The Toxanol Corporation made this. Toxanol never cared about the way. There must be a It really is a different world underground. Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Freedom is not worth having in a world that's doomed. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. That hit the spot, wrecked it. twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. Stick in the key. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure. Won't hesitate. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it glow. Not too close, though. You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of... Hopes you'll... Out of date says he's doing... That doesn't sound good. Out of date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of. Gizmo is working on making his mechton strong enough to endure the oxygen-deprived dead zone all the way out to the Worldeater. You should... There's no time to waste. It's the Chugyard. Gonna need a key of some kind. There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the Chugyard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not the Toxinol Corporation. They can... You're on the... This box once tailed a chugga-chugga. Now it's just off track. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomber bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. It's starting to add up. The light of day shows how bad the world has become. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Let's see. Handy. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. He says you should know that what's meant to be.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
That is how you shine light at the dark.
Seriously, don't doubt the dark.
I'm so proud of you for doing the right thing.
Can't believe you let that loser sway you.
Would like to know if you ever doubt that. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. Don't waste too much energy. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects. He says that's enough to get the Mechton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. The grease monkey's Mechton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Mount up. Life looks different from a cockpit. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Choosing what you might. Wonders. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn Myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. But enough of... He's... Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea. Moog. Let's see. Going to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Shouldn't take much more. Nothing but dead air here. Keep on walking. Watch out for you. Wait, it's the script hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Smackdown. Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross. The right key could open this. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. This story is about a hero. Got it! Good one. You should be able to use that. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. It's a glorious shiny day out here. Right out. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mechton's claw crane cannon with INFERNO. Gizmo's made vehicles. It's time to put a stop to the Worldeater now, otherwise he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. He asks you to not even think about taking on the jumbo puff on foot. You'll need the Mechton to do the job, take his word for it. There's time to improve the Mechton before you confront. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Hopes you're having a good day. Gizmo says they are looking forward. Didn't have much. Gizmo wants to help. The story, it's a rare sight. Treasure it. Wildlife here is teetering on the brink of extinction. We all are. The meat-eater again. Nothing seems to satiate his hunger. The gnot is done for unless you intervene. Fading.
Sao ka kulemaite zuma placi vun prik.
Just get to it and destroy it. Going to be night any moment now. Steel punch. You're low on health. Nice work. No more moth's nest. There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Everyone loves a good hat. He says you did a great job capturing the rival.
What?
Believe. A jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. The jumbo puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. A couple of more hits and it's a fried circuit. bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. Guessed it would go down with a throw-up. Can it really get any better than that? Let's see. There's the tyrant who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his tribe to lose, as they're the ones that are ruthless. But now that you're working with their rival, he can see why. He's realized chance seems to take the side of the sharp-witted. It's their last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost and
All the goose are gonna have
says That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. It burns brighter than the light. Face fist. Whacked. Firehouse. Cut that one down. Fry pan. Finally, a bit of glow. What a bruiser! Best climbing today. That's a pyro sizzler right there. Just get to work on it. Make it frizzle. Nice crackle. The battering bonker looks like a great way to get through the gate. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers. The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. He didn't expect it would go down this way. It'll be hard to talk your way out of a fight. He believes a fight won't settle who is right, just who's left. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice.
What?
He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but suggests you be merciful. Do good, and good. Thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, WUNG-FU and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Your Sifu is pleased. You're one step closer to uniting the tribes. It's a pity you needed to use force to get the point across. But he's still concerned about the fate of the world. Believes the war you wage is based on the principle that if you win, the end will justify the means. He says you've grown so much stronger than when you first met. You know better than anyone that the fate of the world is still at stake. You need a world where everyone is guided only by their conscience. The fate of the world depends on the triumph of good. The tree of life still stands, and it's up to you to make sure it does so to the end. It's the Jagni staff,